Man, it's all good, bro. You feel me? Let's turn this shit. I ain't pressed. It might be too pressed and get whooped. You know, take your time, do you. We gonna do us. You know what I'm saying? Have a good game. You feel me? Ain't no rush. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you. Hey, but nah, you gotta do that. Yeah, you gotta do. That's key. If you want to do like the league like this, you got like crew. Set your playbook how you want it, or pick the good playbook you need. Put your players in different positions where they gonna shine. Put your elite players like start like if they say elite or impact, like they should be above the normal players. You know, even if they not as good as them yet, they gotta play. I mean, but we gonna see.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Canes ready to get this thing started and open the season. Coming out with it, it's White. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And Had that one well covered, just a short game there. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, give on the inside. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing the second.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now on second down. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Hold and finds his man on the left. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator.
It's a seam wide open. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The throw to the outside is complete. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. The short hands, it's Moore. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Chadwick. Quickly complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to barge in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. The Canes want to move quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Turning on the Jets. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. on the run. It's Lyle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. It's Carr. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got him this time. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
With the catch, it's Carr. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a crease, it's Robinson. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snatches it on the right. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last two drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Zings it complete to the right. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside line. Because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He gets a block. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Now, that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 38 over Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads it left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense takes matters into its own hands. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Moore.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the...
There he goes! Oh, out of space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got the first down and more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Running up to add another. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it on the read. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's loose. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's caught. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdog.
And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
But right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting at him.
Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Hey, crunch time, baby. That's where it counts. Fourth quarter. You going to school or we going to D up? You know what I'm saying? That's when it counts, man.
He'll start this drive firing. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And some room to work. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the...
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Colts come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone. It's caught, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender?
Lots of running room. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked. They're up by 19 over UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their...
It's a seam wide open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. This is a designed run. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Niggas always on that Bama shit. I'd take it though.